Hi folks, I hope everybody's doing good. Today I'm going to show you the Castleburg Barlow made by Boker. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Boker's Castleburg series, basically what they did was they repurposed a bunch of old oak wood from a castle in Solingen, Germany that was built in 1133. And what they did is, what Boker has done is use the wood on, geez, I think maybe 3 or 4 different patterns, maybe even more than that. And they call it their Schlossberg or the Castleburg series. So I have the Barlow. We'll take a look at that. As for the history of the castle, I'm going to leave a link in the description box. It's 888 years old, so it has lots of history, lots of royalty that lived there for long centuries. Recently, it is now a museum and tourist attraction. But I believe it was restored in 1925, so this old wood's been sitting around for a while before Boker got a hold of it. But we'll take a look at it in a minute. First, before the spin, I want to show you guys something. Here's what I've been carrying for the last couple days. Of course, oops, sorry. And in here, I figured why not? Let's bring out the old gun stock. Sweet knife. Shat and Morgan. Some really nice steel. CPM 154. But what I really want to show you is my back pocket carry, which is the C.J. Johnson. Now, I couldn't get an edge on this for the life of me. Recently, I picked up the Work Sharp sharpener, which does a good job. But I also picked up a barber's strop. And I used to strop my knives with a block. But I'm telling you, get a barber's strop. Watch this. This is now officially the sharpest knife in the house. This is receipt paper. Let's see if we can do the S curve. Can't do that often. Got the shakes a little bit. Just had a Mountain Dew. Try to keep me awake because I'm still on meds for these back spasms. But it's not working out too good. I'm still getting the spasms right and left. But there we go. Finally got the edge that I've been looking for. So I'll show you the strop. In fact, yeah, why don't I just show you it now? Only take a second. Because they're not very expensive. Now, I could have went out and got the GEC just to get the name GEC on it and pay $26. Or I could get this fine one made in Germany for $17 with a 3-inch width. And the 3-inch width works perfect for stropping any size blade. But there's a little hint for you. I recommend, if you can find their website, Crisp Shave. This is a nice one. It has canvas on the back to actually heat up the blade. I guess that's the trick. You run it up and down here a few times. The friction causes a little heat. And then when you strop it, Everything works out pretty good. Of course, I dressed the leather with some of the stuff I use on leather. It's called Dr. Martin's Wonder Balm, Wonder Shoe Balm. But there's a little hint. Since I got this, even though I got the work sharpener, which does a pretty good job, this here has been the key for me anyway to get the edge I've been looking for. So with that said, let's take a quick spin around the block and we'll take a look at that Barlow. Over here we got the four frost are all in. You guys seen this? I think that was just the last video. But you got the green pick bone, smooth white bone, red pick bone, and red stag bone, or bone stag. And of course it's showing pink. And there's a few more Boker products. Up in the back there, of course, is under Abe Lincoln there is the Warthog Tinker. And just below that is the Boker Camp in a beautiful stag. And on the block there, right up front, is the Queen Fisherman's Barlow. It's actually a tribute. The Shat and Morgan Hunter in a marvel wood. The Canal Street fixed blade. Beautiful knife. And of course on top is John Henry Shat and Morgan Hunter. And that's in a curly brown maple. So it's also, they got a couple new things in that are over here that I want to show you. I ordered this back in October and I finally got it. And I tell you, it is sweet. It's a Miguel Nieto, built in Spain. Nieto Campana. Check this out. This is going to be a big preview here. It's Tuya wood. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. It's a Sandvik steel. Really nice hollow grind on it. Filed back spring. Just a gorgeous knife. So there's a preview on that. Check out this. My first Colonial and my first advertisement Barlow. Picked that up real cheap. So I figured why not kill two birds with one stone. Got the Colonial and the advertising. This here could be, this is new. This could be the oldest knife in my collection. It's a Henry Sears, which started their company in 1865. Beautiful mother of pearl. But it's going to be hard to date it because they pretty much use the same tang stamp from the beginning when they opened. But we'll take a good look at that someday. Now for my good buddy Stuart Harvey out in Canada. A Groman. And this is, you'll see a little S here. This is a factory seconds, which means there was a little issue with it, so they sold it to me cheap. And that little nick right there, those two little nicks where they put the dot, that saved me $30. This was like $75 shipped to the door. Beautiful rosewood handles, full tang, jimping at the front. This almost makes me want to go back out deer hunting, just to field dress a deer with this thing. But we'll take a closer look at that someday. Beautiful sheath, too. And I didn't even put any Dr. Martin's Wonder Shoe Balm on that, just because it's looks so looks so pretty. All right, now it's time. Hope you guys all hung with me here, because this is gonna be worth it. We want to get Bill in the picture too. The thing is, it's some beautiful wood. The thing is, 888-year-old wood doesn't look that different than 100-year-old oak. As I'll show you, here is the beer barrel trapper, which was made with oak from a beer barrel that was 100 years old. So you got 888 years and 100 years. If you'll see, there's not that much difference. Of course, this one's got the cool history with the castle and everything. But just a gorgeous Barlow. Now, some people, I know Slick Slicer doesn't like the acid wash blade, but I think it works with this. Gives it a good antique look. Really good antique look. You'll see it's serialized. This is number 430 out of 1133. And that's pretty cool. They made just one for every year of the date the castle was built. Here's the other side. But as you'll see, there's not a gap. Let's put it this way first. 01 tool steel. I was actually looking to get this earlier, but that Boker expedition popped up, so I bought this first. But yeah, the Boker collection's getting up there. One of these days I'm going to have to pull the whole thing out and take a look at it. So there's a pretty good shot there. You got the new, as you'll see, the 2019 has the silver badge with Solingen written on it. And the new 2020 badge is just black background with the chestnut tree. So there's a little bit of history there. Nice and clean inside. I didn't even do nothing to it. Let's put it in the hand, and we'll spend a couple more minutes on it. Lots of snap, lots of walk and talk. Like I said, not a gap to be found. Super tight. Right down the middle. Walk and talk. No blade wobble. 01 tool steel. Black acid wash. And I have noticed these carbon, even if they're acid wash, they still do get darker. As you'll see on the prime, you'll see there's a little bit of patina popping up in different places. So just because it's acid wash doesn't mean it's going to protect it from even a stronger patina. How's that for two nice Bokers? Two really nice Bokers. What else do we want to look at on this? Pin work. Everything's pretty flush. There's a little ridge here, but that's just because it's old wood and it's hard to fashion, I imagine. It's regular Barlow size. 3 5/8 or 3 3/8. Single blade, 2.5 inch, 2 1/4 inch cutting edge. So, my friends, what do you think? Let me know how you feel. What I'll do here is pop a few things out. If I can find something to put it on. We'll put the Castleburg Barlow out. The Grenadille wood Barlow. And the Expedition Barlow. So, my friends, until next time, take care. Peace. Bye-bye.